Brampton, Ontario, Canada. With a population of 577,000 as of 2016, Brampton was the 9th largest city in Canada. Now, the population of Brampton is one of the most diverse, dynamic, and growing in the country, and to keep up with the growth of our population, the city of Brampton has to grow. Now, a lot of areas in Brampton have been thriving. For instance, housing and business have had growth on a massive, unprecedented scale over the last couple of years. But a lot of areas in Brampton have been lagging behind for the people that call this beautiful city their home. For instance, let's count how many full-service hospitals there are in Brampton. 1. We have 1 full-service hospital. We have 500,000 people and 1 hospital. This causes all sorts of problems. Back in January, Brampton declared a healthcare emergency, and since COVID, it isn't getting any better. We're lagging behind and having to catch up on acute care beds, critical care beds, hospital capacity, and testing. And this is because we weren't prepared, because we have 500,000 people and 1 hospital. All over Brampton, people aren't getting the treatment that they need. In Brampton Civic Hospital, it's become so overcrowded that hallway medicine, people getting treatment not in doctors' offices, but hallways, has become common. In fact, in 2017 alone, more than 4,000 people received their treatment in hallways. This is unacceptable. I spoke to a woman last week who's dealt with the consequences of this insubstantial healthcare system. She was in her 60s and she had an adult son who had a physical disability which caused him not to be able to move. Now, her son broke his rib, and so they were both living in Brampton Civic Hospital. Why were they both living in Brampton Civic Hospital, you ask? Well, because her son was unable to move, and so he had to have someone assist him when he ate, and when he drank, and when he bathed. And so his mother was living with him because the nurses could not do all of that because they were severely understaffed. They didn't have enough nurses to take care of him full time. And so she had to take time off of work, take time off of providing for her family to go and take care of her son doing jobs that the nurses should have been doing. And we need to fix this. But how?
Brampton is a city of over 600,000 people, and we have been left behind for far too long. We only have 1 hospital, and our healthcare system is underfunded. Our city deserves better, but we've been left behind by the past Liberal government, just like the current Conservative government. And that's why we in the NDP were fighting for Brampton. We're fighting so Brampton, our city of over 600,000 people, has more than just 1 hospital. We deserve Peel Memorial to be converted into a hospital from a health center, and we deserve a 3rd hospital in our city. Brampton receives some of the lowest funding per capita with respect to healthcare, and we deserve more funding to address our city's broken healthcare system. That's the future that the NDP is committed for, and we're not going to stop fighting until Brampton gets the healthcare funding that we need and deserve.
Because in 2022, we have to make sure that we are no longer a city with over 500,000 people and just 1 hospital.